Hello friends, Joe from Joe K Models here. So I think it's about time that I finish what I started here with this vlog series. It's been a while, but I've recently been able to have more time to get back to the bench and work on one of the things I'm passionate about, one of my favorite hobbies in life. So I'm repurposing footage from my full build video, which will be coming out in the near future, and just giving my general impressions and thoughts as I go through the kit here. So thanks again for watching my channel and the videos. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Well, I left off last time where I was getting ready to weather the cockpit. I had just painted it, so this is me just doing some chipping work after also doing some dry brushing, as you were seeing earlier, just to make some of these details pop, make it look weathered, that type of thing. And I'm also adding a black panel line wash just to bring out those details even a little bit more. And here with a toothpick, I'm just adding some gloss to some of these instrument areas, and then I use some pastels and gloss to make a type of mud concoction to apply to different parts of the cockpit as well, just to make it look like, you know, it's more weathered, the boots coming out from the outside from the pilot, things of that nature. You know, out of the box, I'm just very impressed with the level of detail, just putting everything together and how nice everything looks. Tamiya also included some PE parts that, you know, help with the realism as well. So it's just really cool to build a kit that, you know, kind of has a lot of those bases covered. I'm sure you could, you know, buy additional things for this, but, you know, I was really satisfied with what I got here. And I think what I did here was I just did a test fit, and then while it was in there, I just used the opportunity to glue in those pieces as well. And with that, it's time to marry the two fuselage halves together. And I do have to say it was a pretty good fit. I took my time with this part, just gluing one part at a time and then taping it down and then moving on to the next area just to ensure that everything seals appropriately. And then there's some parts here that needed to be sanded as well, so I did that. And then using NATO black, I like to check my work to see if those seam lines are still showing through or not after sanding. And then a couple other products I'm using here, like Mr. Surfacer is good for maybe some of those gaps that are a little bit bigger. And then rescribing, of course, after sanding. So you can see a couple of those seam lines are still showing through, so I'm just removing the primer and then going back to work on those to try and get them as seamless as possible, if you will. It's important to, you know, do this as best you can, because later on when you put all the paint on it, if you notice that there's seam lines there showing up, it's a little bit disheartening. And now I'm getting to just putting some of these other pieces together, like the back tail wing here. And just, you know, the fit on this, you almost don't even need to put glue in there. It snaps right in almost. And really cool engineering with the way they've done this wheel bay area. They have it to where you put in the wheel and the undercarriage as one piece, so that's really nice. And then this photo etch part gave me a little bit of trouble, but nothing too bad. And then everything just went together really nicely. And here again, just showing off how great of a fit this really is. I think anyone that has experience building these Spitfires knows that when you're connecting the wings to the fuselage, this can be a project unto itself. But luckily with the kit here that Tamiya has designed for us, that is not the case. That's all the time we have for today. This is Joe from Joe K Models. Thanks again for watching.